Your boy D Rich back at it once again. And as you can see, I'm in my very, very secret location. Paul George behind me, LeBron James behind me. I don't know if you can see him because my big head is blocking it. And obviously, you can see I have the Yeezy Boost boxes, which is one of my favorite tennis shoes to wear. You guys know that when I'm in here to talk about something important. Okay, and today I'm here to talk about a football subject. I know a lot of you think that this is basically a basketball channel, but that's not true because I grew up loving football. Football is my first love. I like basketball and it's so universal, but football is where it's at for me. I grew up playing it. I was brought up around it. I seen it all day long, every Saturday, every Sunday, every Friday. Football is my first love. Okay, so do not get that confused. I want to talk about Kareem Hunt, who was picked up by the Cleveland Browns today. He was a free agent. The Cleveland Browns are my team, I guess you could say, because I grew up in Akron, Ohio. They're 40 minutes away. And on Sundays, that was the only team that I could watch because there was no NFL network then. There was no NFL red zone, should I say, or whatever you call it, where you can watch all the games on Sunday. There was none of that. So I had to grow up watching the Browns. I was forced to. They were shoved down my throat. Pause. So Kareem Hunt is a running back from Willoughby, Ohio, which is not far from Cleveland, I don't believe. I think it's right outside of Cleveland. Correct me if I'm wrong. He was a 3-star or a 2-star prospect when I checked some of his recruiting profiles. I think it was his rivals profile, 3-star player. Ended up going to Toledo, and Toledo was a pretty good MAC school. Toledo put a lot of players into the NFL, some solid players at that, some players who made an impact. And obviously, he played well at Toledo because he was drafted in the 3rd round by the Kansas City Chiefs. And I know this because I picked up Kareem Hunt on my fantasy team his rookie year, and he actually won me my league. Okay, he was a sleeper pick for me because I read in the books and the magazines and heard the people on NFL Network, the fantasy shows, talking about pick up Kareem Hunt because he's going to be a sleeper. He can catch out the backfield. He's a scat back. You know, he can break it for a long one. He can do everything that you need a running back to do, and he can get the ball into the end zone. So this year, he was dropped from the Kansas City Chiefs after TMZ released a video of him putting his hands on a young woman in an apartment complex. And what makes this even worse was that some of his friends were trying to hold him back from putting his hands on a woman in the apartment complex, and he broke away. Because in certain situations, people tell you you have to watch who you hang around. Well, it just so happens that the people he was hanging around were trying to hold him back, but he broke away and still proceeded to put his leg on the young lady, as I can say, because he kicked her. Okay. Now, TMZ put this video out a long time after it happened because I believe it happened the previous February or something like that, but TMZ decided to put it out after it happened. And when they put it out, obviously it was all across the internet, all across the NFL websites and talk shows, and everybody was talking about, will Kareem Hunt get a second chance? And here we are today, and Kareem Hunt is going to get a second chance from the Cleveland Browns. And first of all, I want to applaud the Kansas City Chiefs, you know, for being bold and having the balls, you know, to put what's right first by cutting Kareem Hunt once this video came out, because the Kansas City Chiefs were having a great year. Okay, Patrick Mahomes playing out of his mind. I think they might have been undefeated at the time or maybe lost one game. They were predicted to win the Super Bowl. The offense just looked amazing, man. Everything was flowing, and then this came out. And can somebody please tell me, how the hell does TMZ get every damn video? Okay, I want to see the Bow Wow video. I seen the elevator footage. I want to see the girl put hands on him, actually, because I seen the elevator footage and I'm like, damn, TMZ gets everything. Dang, I hope I don't get in no trouble one day because I'm pretty sure TMZ might have the footage. So, okay, boom. All this stuff happens. They release Kareem Hunt. People talking about should he get a second chance. In my opinion, it's some things that you do not deserve a second chance from. Okay, it's a few things in life that you don't deserve a second chance from, like rapist. Okay, I think pedophiles. I don't think they really deserve a second chance. But who the hell am I? I'm not. I can't judge anyone. Those are just some of the things on my short list that I think you can't get a second chance from. It's a lot. It's maybe more, but those off the top of my head are two things that you can't get a second chance from. Now, this right here was a dumbass move. Okay, because you never put your hands on a woman, no matter what the situation, no matter what they say. You know, they can say whatever they want to say. I guess he said that she called him a nigger, which is a word that a black man does not want to hear coming from a white person. We don't want to hear that word. But at the same time, it does not give you the right to put your hands on a woman if she calls you a nigger. Now, if it's a dude, hey, I mean, he know what's coming. But as a man, you can't put your hands on a lady, no matter what the situation. She can say whatever she wants to say about your mama, your daddy. You got a small dick. Your sex game whack. You're not funny. You're broke. You're stupid. Whatever she want to say, you cannot put your hands on a woman. You just can't. We go years back to Ray Rice, where he punched the shit out of his fiance, and that there's no coming back from that. That's why Ray Rice never got a second chance, and he was falling off. Now Kareem Hunt, he's early in his playing days. Okay, he's only about 3 years in, about to be 3 years in. He's fairly young, productive. So if you're the Cleveland Browns and you can get a player like Kareem Hunt for cheap, it's gonna be some backlash. But you the Cleveland Browns, you had a pretty productive year, and you see this player who, in my opinion, I would give him a second chance. I would give him a second chance, and that's what the Cleveland Browns are going to do. They're going to put him in counseling. I'm pretty sure he's already in counseling, and hopefully this young man learned from his mistake. They say that the woman that he hit, he met her that night. That's what they say. He met her that night and brought her back to the crib. And that's one reason why you can't just bring a new chick back to where you stay at, because you never know what they about, especially a player and a person in his shoes with a lot to lose. You definitely can't. You can't be doing that, because you never know who you bringing back to the crib. And if you hanging with friends and they bringing chicks, you gotta tell them, hey man, we ain't rolling like that, because I don't know them, I don't know what they about, and I got too much to lose. Okay, so the Cleveland Browns pick up Kareem Hunt. I didn't really go on social media to see what everybody's take was, because once the news broke, I said, okay, I gotta come home, I gotta talk about this, because me personally, for the Browns, I think it's a good move for the Browns. Now, don't get me wrong. What he did was very, very wrong. You don't put your hands on a woman no matter what. I said that plenty of times. But if you're the Browns, I think they made the right move, because they got him for the low. They got him for the low. I think he can be rehabilitated. Go see some counselors. They talk to him. I'm pretty sure he knows what he did was wrong. He lost out on millions and millions and millions and millions of dollars. Okay, now we can sit here and debate all day about the woman being in the wrong for calling him a nigger, but as a man, you never put your hands on a woman. But with that being said, he deserves a second chance in my eyes. Some of you guys may not agree with me. You may not agree with me, but I think this is going to work out. I think it's going to work out. The Ray Rice thing, nah, you can't come back from that, bruh. You're done. And this is coming from me, who growing up, I've saw some things with my eyes, and that's why like this is a very, very touchy subject for me. Men putting their hands on women, because I saw some things growing up, but we're not going to talk about that. I think the Cleveland Browns made a decent move. I want to know what you guys think. I think Kareem Hunt is going to, get back on track. I think he learned his lesson. That's what I think. But hey, who the hell am I? I'm just a guy sitting behind a microphone. This is the D Rich TV channel. Subscribe, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, all social media platforms at D Rich TV. I'm gonna start doing this a lot more, man. I just wanted to talk about this subject a little bit. Hey, let me know what you guys think. Okay, and let me know what you guys want me to talk about. Hopefully I can do this a lot more often on subjects that need to be talked about. All right, D Rich TV, subscribe.